Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, July 15th. We are looking at window traders market profile of SPY, IWM, and triple Qs. And right now it's 75 minutes to go prior to the opening. All three of these indices are attempting to trade lower. Again, things can change drastically as Jay Powell is up against in front of the Senate this morning. I'm not sure if it's 9 a.m. or 9:30. Regardless, I'd be careful on the opening because his words have many powerful ways of moving algorithms at times. Right now, destinations for the upside, if we gap lower, yesterday's low of 434.91 would be your first upside destination. Then we would have 9 wide at 436.51. Our overnight high right now is 436.54, 437.08, afternoon rally high L, and 437.92, yesterday's high and all-time high. For the downside, if we don't gap lower, we will use 434.91. I did use H's low of 435.82 as something to lean on. Right now, that would be out the window. Below yesterday's low, we have single prints, right? Here's where the important day. Look at this, folks. This is a 3-day balance. We stretched it a little bit yesterday. They're attempting to come out of it to the downside. So the 9th becomes very important because that's where buyers showed up in force. We had 2 sets of single prints, 434.57, get filled at 44 cents. Then we had 433.91, get filled at 64. The lowest accepted price, 433.58. Daily low. Oh, and I'm sorry, in between there we have the overnight low, 434.06. So in between both sets of single prints. Then we have 432.31 daily low, filling the gap at 431.73. So there's a lot to lean on for buyers, but I can tell you one thing, if that all gets taken away, there's nothing to lean on the 8th. And the 8th, my friends, leads you to last week's low, 427.52. Now, right now, that's not in danger, but it's definitely something to keep in the top front of your mind. As far as a game plan this morning, well, for now and or for 9:30, if we gap lower and the gap is less than $1, I would look to take a put play against the gap. If the gap gets filled out, reassess, because above yesterday's low, there's nothing until basically value low and then the wide POC and the overnight high. And we've seen that game before where sellers fail. So if you take the put play below yesterday's low because you're coming out of balance, that's fine. But if it comes back in, I would take it off and reassess. If it holds, then you start going to your destinations, right? Right now, they're trading below the first set of single prints from the 9th. Next destination would be B singles, then the lowest accepted price, then the buy tail, and the gap. So those would be your destinations on the downside. Now, is there a call play right now? Right here, there isn't. Again, do you want to take one maybe against the lowest accepted price? Remember, we hit one a couple of last week to the penny and then rally. You can, but there's not much below there. It's a nice big buy tail, but I wouldn't want to be carrying it the whole way. You're also going to be buying with lower value and on a gap possibly. So again, maybe the first time you see if you get some responsive buying. If you don't, I'm out of that trade. Again, do you want to take a long against the 9th low and the gap to see if that's all they want to do? Again, these would be longs strictly based on the first time down there to see if we get some kind of buying the first time. Would not stay married to a call play at any point if we were to get down there because of lower value and a possible gap. So those are early plays. And then on the chart, so here's the daily. Here's your 3-day balance. They're attempting to come out of it to the downside and work on all those reference points from the 9th. If they do that, then the 8th becomes a very, very critical level for a couple of reasons. First off, the weekly low comes into focus and there's not a lot to lean on. The 20-day moving average is at 426.03. That weekly low is 427.52. So that'd be a very visual area down around the 426, 427 level if this market was to really come in. On the flip side, if all we do is stretch the balance again and come back in, then nothing's really changed. If you close inside of the 9th range, now that 3-day balance, basically if we take out yesterday's low and go down, we'll go from balance to bear, right? We did that 5 days ago. It only lasted 1 day. So they're attempting to come out of balance to bear again on the daily. The weekly's still healthy. Unless we take out last week's low, 427.52, the weekly's healthy and the monthly right now is fine. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.